All right,
Well,
we're recording.
This is not my actually first time doing recording stuffs.
Really?
Really.
It is mine.
So, well, welcome.
Yeah. Hi. First time.
First time taper, long time watcher.
I'm not that much of a watcher either.
What are you talking about? I've seen you look up YouTube before. I've seen you sit in front of your TV. You're a movie guy as well.
Oh, well, yeah, that kind of watching. But the YouTube thing, it's normally just like, oh, is this cool? Cool. I don't actually watch anything consistently. Like,
oh, you don't subscribe to channels or nothing?
No, just a couple guitar players, but that's really, just to learn songs or get help with learning songs if I need them.
Oh, yeah, well, the vlog industry is way different. It's, because you get followers and they subscribe and they start watching you. One of my favorites, I watch Trainer Tips.
Trainer tips?
Trainer Tips, yeah.
Oh, trader tips.
Trainer. Like, watch, train them.
Oh.
It's for the Pokemon Go thing.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
by the way,
okay.
shout out to Nick and Trainer Tips. What up, dude?
You scared me for a minute when you did the whole whip thing and thought we were moving right along to some, BDSM stuff.
And now it's time for the sex portion of today.
So, well, I got an idea. Let's talk about the state of the world, Pete.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That usually takes us about 3 hours.
Give me a brief summary. What do you think's going on out there today?
What do I think's going on out there today? I think it's snowing.
It is snowing. We're near Chicago, and we are getting a little early February snow. So maybe the groundhog was right.
Let's see now. The Democrats are totally trying to slow half of Trump's picks down. Trump is still lying through his teeth. Although, amazingly enough, and I have to give the man props for this, everything that he said he was going to try to do, he is at least giving an attempt at doing. He said that he wants to build a wall. Signed a paper, said he's going to build a wall. Said he wanted to do a Muslim ban. He did a ban. Mainly Muslim territory. It's like, wow. It's like he actually promised things and he's trying to deliver. I mean, that's kind of unheard of. I mean, don't get me wrong, Obama definitely had all the things that he wanted to work for and promised, but I mean, he had like how many thousands of things on his agenda, and he maybe got like 23 of them accomplished or 26 of them accomplished.
Well, I think right there you hit a spot on why surprisingly so many people back Trump, and I think that's the one thing he does have going for him, from my perspective. And I'm not saying he doesn't have a lot going for him. To be honest with you, I don't know nothing about it because I don't even have TV. I don't keep up on my current events and everything.
You just have,
right.
the downloadable TV.
Yeah, but I'm not watching the news daily or anything like that. But at any rate, just explaining my disposition. I don't want people to think think I know what I'm talking about. Because I don't. But
well,
I do
really
think
does know what they're talking about. I mean, you see those talking heads on TV. It's like, do they really actually have any idea what they're talking about? Or are they just trying to be entertaining and fill up air?
Yeah, that I have no idea. Because again, I don't watch much TV.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think the thing I was hitting on, what you hit on was, the fact that Trump isn't, your typical politician. He's really not a politician at all. I'm sure he knows the game of politics. I'm sure it's used in the business world. But,
he's
I
definitely
think
a politician. He's just the kind of politician we haven't had for over a few decades. He's that shit talking,
we can say shit on YouTube.
I don't know.
Oh, scratch those. I was being really conscious of not swearing.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you can swear. Like, what is it? There's this one chick I watch. She makes robots. And they're like shitty robots. She literally calls it the Shitty Robot Nation.
No, that's awesome. We need to be taking a cue.
But, I mean, I did watch one of her videos not too long ago where it was like, she's talking about the fact that she's losing her sponsors because she's swearing so much.
Yeah.
dropping the F-bomb after F-bomb. And
Well, I always reflect back to Eminem's line, well, Will Smith doesn't have to swear in his record, so
F him.
you too. Yeah. So, with that being said, you know, as much as that was funny to hear Eminem say, it also reminded me of Bill Cosby in himself and the fact that Will Smith, I don't think it was up until like 4 years ago, I actually heard a swear come out of Will Smith's mouth, and then finally in one of his movies, you know, but it's true. You know, those guys can stay on a positive note and keep their stuff clean, and no one knows the difference. Because I guess when things are genuine, true, and funny, and or compassionate, you know, you don't need swears to emphasize that stuff.
No, communicating is communicating. But then again, a word is just a word.
Look at that. The word is just a word. You've said that before.
It's not a bad word until the meaning is emphasized as something in the negative aspects.
Right. But not everyone is as conscious of that idea as you. So when you use an offensive word, you have to take into consideration that most people are just going to take it for what it means to them. They're not going to consider whether or not, oh, that's only a bad connotation if I give it meaning. They just give it meaning. So